Let's see. We might as well get a whole supply of copper while we're here. Nope, that didn't hit. Okay, that should be the last of it. I wonder if we get an upgraded version of that that has, like, more range. Like a bigger area of effect. That'd be nice. So what else do we got around here? We got mushrooms. And I might as well grab these, because I'm going to need more food. Aha! Is a good reason to go exploring. We got more bombs. I think this is supposed to be a shelf. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm taking it all. Because whatever this is, we're going to need a supply of rail tracks before we're done. I might as well loot a whole bunch. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, we don't need to collect wood because I actually have an infinite amount of it. Which is really nice. Let's see. Oh, I see. I was climbing some vines. But yeah, hoard supplies, make as much as possible, come back later, question mark. That's probably good enough. Do we go deeper? I'm feeling inspired to explore. This also gives me a nice break. So I can let my voice rest, and we can just bomb our way through. Oh! And then just take a look around. Also, maybe find a warp shrine. I don't know. Just do some stuff. Because I'm really liking this chapter. It's got a completely different vibe. Because the last chapter was very, very Dragon Quest Builders 1. It had a very similar vibe, played very similarly. There's a whole bunch of spare track here. I don't know if it's supposed to be used for something, but I'm gonna tear it all up. Worst comes to worst, I can remake it. But my thoughts are, if we grab it all, we are stocked and ready to go for when we start trying to get the rail system going. Because I'm assuming that's going to be one of the main goals here. I should probably go back onto that bridge and actually take a look around. But yeah, I love it. I think he just fell through the world. I haven't seen that happen before. Okay, so we got wheat and brambles down there. Not much else. You know, I should make some ladders. I'm gonna pop down here for a bit. Yep. Because yeah, we're gonna need to do some farming. And brambles are good for defense. I don't know. I'm just stocking up. Because yeah, whenever we start one of these chapters, we lose all of our stuff. So the more of it that I can like stock back up early on, the less I have to go out for things. Okay. And food will be nice. Especially because I'm gonna start going hungry pretty quick here. Let's see. I guess it's actually a pretty good reason why I might want to consider going back. Let's just do that right now, because this is good. This is a good spot for it. Yeah, the first one was on the simple side of quest. Simple side quest, and there was no need for them. Part of it is also the verticality introduced by the mines underneath. I mean, it remains to be seen exactly how deep it goes. Let's see. I'm actually gonna... Let's go to controls for a bit. Just gonna do that. So I can stow and bag. So I'll have to press and hold X to actually switch between tools. I think that'll be okay. Alright, so we can put away the clodstone, we can put away the stony soil, the wooden bracket, the fur, all the ore, the clay, the brambles. Yeah, that might work better. I wonder... Yeah, we're not gonna have a worm, so I'm not entirely sure how this works. Well, whatever. Make, some more savory smoothies. Okay, so savory smoothies are good for healing. Not so good for the other stuff. Let's see. So seeing as I have an infinite amount... I'm just gonna make 999 ladders. Or 990 ladders. Because, yeah, if I've got an infinite supply of some of these things, I should probably have a number on hand. We'll make a bunch of casks. Because I don't want to have to make these one by one. That's gonna suck. Okay. Oh, there was vines right here that I could have gone for a long time ago. Oh! I can actually bust up those blocks. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. I figured I would have had to have a metal hammer first. Okay. But yeah, we'll want to make a kitchen pretty quickly. Or I guess not a kitchen, a tap house or a brewery or whatever. Because I really don't like managing my own food. Thank you, Kitsune Nico, for the 15-month resub. How is life? Do you also have an unhealthy compulsion to build? Or are you just appreciating? Because I think this is actually one of the games that I've seen the highest turnover rate of people picking up after I cover it. Wow. Okay, these are not filling. I mean, some of them kind of are, but we gotta get some bread going. Except for bread wasn't even that filling. Dude, I can see it in your eyes. There's still copper in these mines after all. Let me take a look. Yes, this is top quality crumble done copper, all right. You won't find any finer than this. Seems the mines have a little life in them yet. Sorry to butt in, but I spoke with Goldirox while you lot were scurrying about down in the mine. He says the more metal we can give him, the more his strength will return. And once he's got all his powers back, he can use them to fill up the mine with precious minerals again. It'll be like the gold rush never ended, he says. Is that so? Then perhaps he'd benefit from the copper the dude just brought back. Can't hurt, can it? And we can't exactly leave him in this state, poor old thing. I'd say we give him the copper. But yeah, so drinks are good for healing. Is that copper? Copper not enough. Need gold to become gold golem, strong golem. When strength returns, metal returns too. But copper stronger than stone. May become copper golem, stronger golem. You give me copper? Yes. Thank you, friend. Throw copper at me. It become part of me. Throw very hard. Poor blimey! That's bleeding brilliant! You've turned him into a copper golem! Hold up! Only his head's gone copper. What about the rest of him? Boo! Me look silly. Need more copper. Maybe 1,000 lumps? 1,000? Pull the other one. That's impossible, surely. I wouldn't say that. The mine might not be what it once was, but there's got to be more copper down there. Digby! Digby, look what I found! Had a bit more of a dig about, and that mine is chock full of copper. Look at all this, what I brought back. Is that it? Is that bleeding it? You always was a lazy little skiver, Dougie. Give me a break, Digby. I'm the only geezer doing any work around here. And I ain't even got a pub to unwind after my shift. How am I expected to keep my morale up? Always with the excuses. Why don't you stop moaning about morale and get on with your job? Don't be so harsh on him, Malroth. Mining ain't no holiday in the sun, you know. It's art graft, dirty, dark, and dangerous. And lads have to have some way of letting off steam. I'll help with that lay about letting off steam by cracking his thick head open. That should get rid of the hot air. Let's save that one as the last resort, eh? I think I've got a better idea. How we can get all the copper Goldirox needs. It pains me to say it, but as things stand, we ain't getting our hands on 1,000 lumps of copper anytime soon. But if we could give the miners something to look forward to after our day's work, it might motivate them to work a little harder. I know, just the thing. All we need to do is give them their old pub back. You mean rebuild the pub? Exactly. The walls have fallen down and there ain't much furniture left. But but that's where Dad's pub used to be. First thing I want you to do is make a cocktail counter. Just plunk a cocktail shaker over there on the bar where Dad can see it. You probably have to make it out of copper, but I ain't an expert. We need metalworking tips. Magrog's your man. Yeah, if they want it to be thrown hard, shouldn't Malroth be doing it? I know. I was kind of wondering about that. I was kind of hoping it would bounce off Goldirox's face and Malroth would be like, "Oh, right, I forgot your weak business. Here you go." Anyway. You're looking as cheerful as always, young man. What business has a lad like you got with an old-timer like me? So you want to make a cocktail shaker for the pub, but you don't know how to do it. I'm sure you've heard already, but crafting's forbidden in these parts. I used to be a smith myself, but I doused my forge some time ago. You see, the mine dried up and Grumbledun's glory days were over. In fact, it wasn't so long ago that the Children of Hargon seized control of the island. Their teachings just seem to take root in no time at all. Just about everyone here is a believer these days. Still, a blacksmith's fire never truly dies. And this is for Babs, I'll teach you what you need to know. I trust you'll keep our little arrangement a secret. Before you can work with it, you gotta turn the raw copper into copper ingots in the roaring fire of a forge. So you better start making yourself a forge, eh? Whip one up at the workbench, put it down here, and then the forging can begin. Wonder what is on your head. I have a cute little bow, goggles, glasses, and a green hat. It's cute. I got it for playing the previous game. Which, I don't know. I like it when games do that. I was actually thinking about this yesterday when I was playing. How rad would it be to have this, like, alternate, this, like, weird Dragon Quest builders, like, back and forth, where you play Dragon Quest Builders, and then it effectively simulates Dragon Quest 1 in Builders, like the Builders world you put together. So the more, like, ass-tastic your town is, the more ridiculous the more, like, ridiculous your adventure is going to be. So if you make, like, some kind of ridiculous, like, maze town, you have to, like, deal with it as an adventurer later without the ability to build stuff. And then, but if you go, like, full, like, nutso with it, the game actually changes a little bit. It'd be really hard to do, but it would be so fun. Okay, so the one problem is I really want to make these blocks, but I can't. Which means let's just use these sweet stone blocks that I have, and let's actually make some buildings here. At some point we'll come back through and make the rest of it. Okay, we have a small room. What do I need in a bedroom? Ah, light source. And 4 beds. Let's see. We might as well make a small dozen of these. That's a bit more of it. Like a campaign learning AI that changes as you build? Yeah, kinda. Like, it wouldn't be that hard. All you need is... Oh, I need more oil. All you need is the game to kind of adapt. Let's see. Do I... I'm going to eat the prickly peach. Let's cook it. How filling a vine apple is. Not very. We got a prickly pop. Feels a bit better. Still not particularly filling, though. Okay, so they like that. And then I've got some extra mining tools. I'm going to toss it in. So it looks like we're going to need more than just mining tools. Make a miner's bedroom. But that's fine. Okay, so the other thing we want to work on is a bathroom. It ain't much. It really ain't much. I'm not even sure how you're supposed to get into this thing. Can I even make doors? I cannot. I guess we'll leave that for later, because I think we only have one door to our name. So I guess until we actually get the rest of this going, I'll leave it for later. Let's see. Forge. Thank you, Chaotic Badger, for the 9-month resub. Wonder, hope all is well. Which game do you enjoy more, this one or the original? This one, if only because it is higher quality. Like, the previous one had... I'm not going to say more charm, but I think it felt fresher. At this point, the wonder's worn off, but because it's, like, the superior game, it doesn't bother me. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Aha! So, you've built your forge. Hargon won't be happy about that. But in time for a good coin... But in for a good coin, in for a gold bar, as they say. Time to get forging. Alright, let's start by making some copper ingots. Ingots and glass. Well, might as well make a lot of them. Oh, we have to wait for that to go. Oh, boy. Alright, we might actually want to make more of these, because I think it used to be instantaneous. I could be wrong. But like I've said a billion times, honestly, both are super good. They play very similarly. You know, each chapter is kind of standalone. You kind of start over, but you don't. This one has a little bit more carryover, which is nice. And in this one, they made the whole Terra Incognita situation significantly less, I'm gonna say, mediocre. Because in Dragon Quest Builders 1, Terra Incognita was like this thing that you could go back to, but like, why would you bother? You know, it was just this like boring, no story area. Just do, like, kind of build freely and have fun with it. This one, there's actually like a reason to, kind of, you have like quests and reward structures and whatnot. So it feels better. And I don't know how to describe it apart from just, like, it really does seem like they listened to feedback really hard and just improved the formula to the point of, I'm not gonna say perfection, because no game is perfect. But it's a lot closer than others. Let's see, is this? Huh. Can I pick up the builder's bell? And they will come running all the same. Question. Can I pick this thing up? No. I can destroy everything around it, but I can't pick it up. Yeah, it's the, what's Terra Incognita? It's the sandbox area from the previous game. So if you've been playing this or paying attention to this, the Isle of Awakening is this big kind of free build area that you can do. There was kind of the equivalent of it in Dragon Quest Builders 1, but it was much less structured, and you had like little side quests you could do, but none of it, I'm not going to say none of it mattered, but it was very, it was very slow, repetitive, and didn't really, like, add much to the game. Whereas this one, they put a lot more thought into it. Instead of just making it the meaningless free build mode for later. It's actually very solidly, like, its own mechanic. Oh, that's unfortunate. So I can't swap out the broken flagstones that easily. Okay, let's see. I guess the easiest way for me to do this is probably with the gloves. I'm still not sure. We'll have to wait until after the first couple of just monster attacks before I decide on what I want to do for the defenses. Because if they only attack from one side, Moat. If they attack from multiple sides, Skytown. I mean, realistically, I'm probably going to build up into this cliff face anyway, seeing as, I don't know, I've already done it. Or, it's already kind of built up for that. Okay. See, deep learning AI will recognize patterns in the building. A serving bar with cups of brew on it, AI dubs it a pub, have a set space where the walls are built up in many turns without doors, maze area. Build enough of area with houses on other buildings, city. Bigger city, longer, more complex tasks, story missions. I think that would actually be, so this goes back to the idea I was having about, like, effectively Dragon Quest Maker. Honestly, I would say just organize it like this. You know, here is a town. Build it up. And so when the adventurer, the player, goes through, they, you know, they see the town that I've built. So if I quit this chapter halfway through, but still imported the save file from this game into the Dragon Quest, it would kind of suck because there would just be nothing. You know, there wouldn't be a town built up or something like that, so I'd have to go back and make everything functional and nice looking. I mean, obviously, this would be more work than it's worth, but it would still be kind of cool to play, like, effectively Dragon Quest 1 all over again, but have the towns be my creations instead of... you know, the usual assets. Oh, I can collect the ones that I've already made. That's kind of nice. Maybe it did used to work like that. I really don't remember. You made the copper ingots. It's just like the Children of Hargon say. You builders are fearful creatures. Why, if I hadn't hung up my anvil already, you'd have me out of a job. Just remember that the metal you find in the mines is as good as useless unless you smelt it into an ingot. And if you ever need more coal, you'll find plenty down in the mine. You know, I'm not without my reservations, but I think Babs might be onto something with this idea of using Den's pub to light a fire under the miners' behinds. Alright, dude? Didn't Magrog teach you how to work the metal? Now you can get cracking on that cocktail shaker. Just make sure you place it on the bar when you're done. and make that cocktail counter, yeah? That way Dad'll be sure to spot it. Let's see, maybe try getting in contact with the Dragon Quest Builders devs. I doubt it'll happen. It'd be cool, though. Let's see. Copper container for concocting a plethora of potent potables. Okay, so far from your experience, monsters only attack from one side only. Probably this one? So yeah, if we make some kind of like uber wall here, or a giant super pit, that'd probably solve all of my problems. Let's see. So I can make the cocktail shaker at the very least. I was really hoping I'd learn more recipes, but I think we have to ring the bell first before we get anything. Thanks, dude. That cocktail counter is just what we need to get these miners and me dad motivated. What the? I can't believe my mince pies. Is this a cocktail counter? Me pub, it's back. All right, lads. Diggers, jiggers on the house. Did I mention me dad used to be a landlord of this gaff, didn't I? The miners used to come here every night to let off steam, but they was always back down in the pit in the crack of dawn the next morning. I was only a little girl back then, but I remember how happy they always looked. You could say him and the miners were my heroes. I love these sound effects. Nom 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 nom. And now that you're here, dude, I get the feeling we can rebuild the pub and turn this island back into the hive of activity it always was. Or it once was. I know it was a big favor to ask, but will you help me? No. She did rescue us from that hole, remember? I think we owe her. Thank you so much. I knew you had a good heart. I just wish we had a few more good miners. Where are we supposed to find any around here? No matter how hard Dougie and Digby work, there's still only 2 of them. Any bright ideas, dude? Yeah, you can never say no in these. But it's fun to say no all the same. What are you grinning about? Did you think of a way to bring in more miners? We can use the builder's bell, you say? Are you talking about that old thing? When you ring it, the sound draws people in and you become a better builder. You don't say. Now, you better give that thing a ring then, hadn't you? Where... And we have a town. What are you wearing? Turtle shell and a hat. Population of Dude's base just got a bit bigger. With clones. And now hopefully I can make a door so I can actually build things. We learned a load of new recipes. Adobe walls, copper walls, stone steps, saloon doors, lanterns, sconces, stone tables, keg counters, stone stools, stone pots, barrels, crockery, leather sacks, bottles, and a full flagon. Huh. What the bleeding Nor was that sound? I ain't never heard anything like it. It worked. It really worked. We found ourselves some new miners. I can't remember the last time I felt this way. I have this uncontrollable urge to make things again. Is it an unhealthy urge? Get you, dude. You invented full flagons, barrels, and collections of bottles. Why, that's all this stuff for the pub. That ain't all. You figured out how to make keg counters and copper wall blocks, too. I just hope there's enough copper down below for all of this. Haha. You've been here for 5 minutes, and already you're inventing new stuff. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were getting into this. Core, you builders or something else. I ain't felt this full of beans since breakfast. Seeing as you brought him here, you best say hello to our new arrivals. Go on, give him a proper crumpled down welcome. Punch him in the face, break a nose.
Watcha! We heard the sound of the bell and came over to see what the commotion was. What's going on here? Why does it reek of metal? You're a builder. Not only that, you're rebuilding the pub and mining again. The Children of Hargon won't stand on it. I'm telling you, the Undersea will hear about this.
Oi, you lot.
Hang about, Babs. Is that you? You was nothing more than an ankle biter last time I saw you. How time flies, eh?
Me and Dude have decided to get the mine up and running again. I want you to give us a hand.
Eh? But that's heresy in the eyes of Argon. Never forget when the mines dried up and the Children of Hargon banned building. There's nothing left for us here. There's wailing, begging us not to go, but we had no choice. It was hamstrings versus heartstrings that day. I know we go a long way back, Babs, but we believe in the Master of Destruction now. We might have abandoned a mine, but we can't abandon our faith. As long as the Children of Hargon don't hear about it, we're all yours. If we keep the digging nice and quiet, it won't do no harm.
Okay, so we get 3 more miners. Okay. When you ring the bell, those miners came running like moths to a flame. Now they're on board, we should see a nice little upturn in output.
Dude, you know, we was wrong about you. The monsters blinded us to the truth. But the glorious sound of that bell snapped us all back to our senses. What it means is, we finished with the Children of Hargon. From now on, we want to help you build stuff, innit?
That's settled then. You've done so much for us already, dude. But things are only just getting off the ground. Why don't we go and tell Goldirox about the plan? Poor thing thinks he'll never be back to his gold self again. Puns.
Hello, Babs. Hello, builder. You find way to get metal for me?
Hi, Goldirox. Listen, we got something really important to tell you. Let me know if I miss anything out, won't you, dude? No. Come on, dude. This is important. If we ain't on the same page with this plan, it ain't gonna work out well. I need you to pay attention for a bit. Think you can handle that? No. So, we think there's a way to get more metal out of the mine, but we need to motivate the miners first. That's why we're gonna build a pub. That'll get them digging away like a billio. And then, whatever metal they find, we'll hand it over to you. And you'll have your old powers back before you know it. And when that happens, the Golden Age will return. And the copper and gold, silver and gold will be flowing through the tunnels like shiny rivers.
Babs, very clever, very pretty. Me like you very much. But gold, very deep underground. Very little gold. Need copper first. Become copper golem.
You heard the man, dude. We need to get mining, which means we need to build a pub to make the miners motivated to mine. Reckon you can rustle up a nice blueprint for us?
Yep.
Okay, copper bar blueprint. So we need iron blocks. Oh, I hope I can make those. Copper walls, saloon doors, lanterns, sconces. I mean, I can make a bunch of this stuff. And then hopefully just throw it in a chest. We'll see.
Dude, this is brilliant. It's the pub of me dreams. The old copper bar. With a pub like this as our local, we can unwind after a hard day and get back to the mines, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed every morning, ready to dig up even more metal. Hang about, Digby. That's easy for you to say, but you ain't seen the damage the Children of Hargon have done down there. Place is in the right state. We got some serious repair work to do if we can even think about picking our picks up and pick more holes in the tunnels. Oh, big coincidence. Me have favors to ask, same as your favors. Not copying, honest. Original favors do not steal.
First favor.
First favor, fix tunnels. Mine tunnels have bad damage, dangerous, make tunnels safe. Miners go deeper in tunnels, get more metal. Second favor, make nice bar. With nice bar, miners do more mining, get more metal, give me 1,000 lumps of copper, me become copper golem. So, first things first, we gotta give this manor a makeover and get me pub serving again, dude. You're the king to making this happen. Yeah, make it a good one, will ya? With games and waiters, and dancing girls dressed up in cottontail costumes, just like the good old days. If we had fancy gaffer like that and roll it into the end of the shift, we'd be motivated like nobody's business.
If it helped that much, I don't mind being a dancing girl.
Lord blimey, you ain't pulling me leg, are you? You're willing to do it for realsies.
Truth is, my mom used to be a dancing girl. Seems right that I follow in her footsteps.
Is that right? Go on then, Babs. Get the fishnets on for your old ma's sake.
What, this is really weird and creepy. Nah. Look, lads, I know your game. If I get all dressed up in fancy dancing clobber, you lot are gonna sit around staring at me while there's work to be done. Tell you what, once we got the pub up and running again, I'll think about it.
Get in! Oh, Babs, you made me a very happy miner. If poor built pretty lady look even prettier, then must build pub, must mine metal. Me want to see too. Me want to be pretty dancing girl too.
Get a grip, Goldirox. We got enough boneheads around here without you turning into one too.
No, me dance here now. Me dance forever. We got something to live for. Rebuilding the old copper bar. Core, I can't wait to see the old place blooming. Even bigger and brighter than it was before. I know the boys will be as fired up as I am. Soon enough, the metal's gonna come born out of that pit. That's why I need you to do me a favor. As you know, dude, a typical miner gets up at the crack of dawn, spends all day digging in the mine. Evenings are for stress relief, and spent in the pub. But before we can start letting off steam, we always gather together in the middle of town and announce what we dug that day. That's where you come in. We need a place to turn in our finds and deliver the daily report. In other words, an accumulation station for the excavation declaration. Rolls right off the tongue.
Holy shit, it does.
Back in the gold rush days, we used to do it over there, right next to where Goldirox is sitting. But we can't just go chucking our precious metal in the ground. Oh no, we need a trio chest to store it, just like the good old days.
Okay, so time to go make a bunch of random garbage. Can I not collect? Oh. Or maybe you can only collect in sections of... Oh! Please shit, we need more of those. A lot. Okay. So I need 24 of these. Oh, boy. Let's see. Where was the... Well, we can get the 3 of these, because we got to get that going. Okay, so first and foremost, we gotta make a pooper. With this saloon door. My god, lack of privacy and a half. But, so be it. Okay, let's see. We don't have any bricks handy, so I'm just gonna put them down. We have a tiny room. Oh, we need a towel rack. Shoot. How do we make that? Can I make that? Please tell me I have... Okay, I need grass fiber. Okay, I'm gonna put some of these things in the chest. Okay, then we're starving.
That's some top-notch chest placement, dude. The accumulation station's exactly as I remember it. Now we're ready to go mining again. Let me go over the nuts and bolts of the job one last time. As a star builder, you're in charge of fixing broken beams, removing rubble, and making the place safe. Once you short up a section, Doug will lead the lads and put them to work. Then every evening we'll total up the day's haul, read out the accumulation declaration, and hand over the copper to Goldirox. Of course, it'll stick in our craws to give our hard-earned loot away like that. But once Goldirox is back at full strength, and the mine's bursting with gold again, we'll be rolling in it. The declaration takes place every day as soon as the sun goes down. We always ring the bell nice and loud before it starts, so everyone can hear. Down to the mines, you'll lose track of time, but if you keep an ear for that daily report, you'll know what time it is. It's time to head back up top and hit day.
Okay, but first, juice. I mean, actually... let's see. We're gonna have to grab some food. We've got the steaks, but I don't think we can make an oven yet, which sucks a bit. But I mean, I could just try and eat raw meat, but I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, let's collect those.
Time's of the essence, dude. Take Dougie and Malroth and get yourself down in the tunnels. You're the linchpin of this whole operation. As for me, I'll stay here and mind the gaff while you're away. If any more miners show up, I'll show them the ropes and keep them in line. Alright, Digby, I'll do it. I'd do anything to see the bar rebuilt and Babs happy, even if it means facing up to me crippling monstrophobia. Lovely jubbly. Now we got a roll sorted. There's only one thing left to do. Pray for the safety of the miners with the power of our pecs. It's Flexitime!
Flexitime? What's that?
I never heard of Flexitime before. I reckon you'd be good at it. Dude, not so much. You need a bit more meat on your bones if you want to join the peck party. Come on, Malroth, join in.
This is actually pretty fun. Am I doing right? Dude, I wish for this chapter Malroth would just, like, switch to their outfit. Oh, dude, that'd be hilarious if Malroth... Well, he couldn't, he can't build anything if he cosplayed as, like, a major NPC type for every chapter. Oh, that would be so cool.
Alright, dude, your turn. Time to put them deadly triceps of yours to work.
Yes.
God blimey, look at the biceps on him. I hereby proclaim you a bona fide crumble dumbler. Sorry, crumble dun. I don't know. I missed it. It's crumble dun. Crumble dunner? I don't know. I like crumble dumbler better. Right then, I'll lead the lads to the seams. You can follow us down there when you're done prepping up here, dude. Alright, your lot. Get them rears in gear and get down to the mine on the double.